And so I
God
will
has
share with
given.
you my commander lineup here. So in my Hannibal lineup, as I was talking about, we have Hannibal, Justinian, and then Ashoka. But first, I will tell you about Cleo. So for those of you who have started the game or the server on the first day, I think there is an event wherein you can max Cleopatra. You can get her at 5 star when you pre-register during the beta version of the game. So you really wanted her to have like 5 stars because at the 5th star rank, mesmerization increases the commander's might and strategy by an extra 65 points. So if you notice, like Hannibal
God has given
here,
to man no sharper spur to
his
victory
damage
than contempt of
rely
death.
on might and strategy, both might and strategy. So if you have Cleo in the lineup as a third commander to Hannibal, he will really benefit a lot from the 5 star rank ability or extra ability that you will get from the rank 5 star of Cleopatra. So you will gain another 65 points for your might and strategy, which is going to be a lot if you are a Hannibal main commander. So if you have Cleo on the first rank, you will have an increase in the damage rate of mesmerization by 30. Then the second rank, as usual with all other commanders, are increases your troops damage by 2.5. And then the third rank, you will increase mesmerization damage activation chance by 5%. So this is really good when Cleo is your third commander in the Hannibal lineup. But it is really best to get the 5 star on Cleo. Let me share you what you can give Cleo as the skill. So you have first the double attack. This will further give Cleo more damage. We don't need Cleo to be defensive at all. We don't need the war tactic on her because our defensive hero here is going to be Justinian. So you want to dish out more damage, and the double attack will be your best choice for Cleo as your first skill. And then the second skill on the customizable skills, you want your crushing impact because this one will deal strategy damage to the enemy troops, and it will also reduce their might by a whopping 56.24%. So if you have this skill on the enemy, you will be both tanky and also you may deal more damage to the enemy. This will help you a lot in the open field, in the Apex arena, and rallies and stuff. This will really be a game changer for you if you have those exact skills. Okay, so let's go now to the
God
main
has
lineup
given
that
to
I have.
man no
Let's go
sharper
first
spur to
with
victory.
Hannibal. Let's first get to his ranks. So on the first rank, Hannibal, you will get increased the duration of the debuff effects inflicted by Peerless by 3 seconds. Then another troop damage for the second rank. Uh, for those who doesn't know, the second rank and the fourth rank is always the same to every other heroes. So it's always going to be on the rank 2 or the second rank. It's going to be an increase in troop damage by 2.5, and then the fourth rank is going to be an increase in the defense by 2.5%. And then on the third rank of Hannibal here, we have increased the damage rate of Peerless, Might, and Strategy damage by 70% each, so that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. And then on the fifth rank of Hannibal here, increases the attribute reduction effects of Peerless by 65 points. So if you don't know what Hannibal does with his signature skill, we have normal attack. Every normal attack deals 1 instance of might damage to the enemy with a 370% might bonus, and the damage and strategy damage of another 370%. So it also reduces the commander's armor by 100, and then you will also get like 100 strategy from the enemy. And this debuff will will last for 6 seconds. And then the first skill of Hannibal's, his commander skills, deals mice damage for 400% and strategy damage for another 400% to the current target and increase the hero's might. So it's going to increase your might, your armor, and strategy by the amount of the target's commander's attributes reduced respectively for. So that's one of the things that I like about Hannibal. He is a debuffer, a very good sustained march, and also you will have like enormous amount of damage. And then customizable skills that we have here. And so first up, I during the first stages of the game, that when I don't have my ring, I chose double attack and weak spot attack. So the double attack will increase more chances of me activating the signature skill of Hannibal. That's why we choose double attack. But since we have the ring, the Radiant Ring, this ring increases the hero's secondary skill strike damage activation chance by 0.50% every 6 seconds and has a 40% chance to gain double attack for 3 seconds. So every time Hannibal attacks, there's going to be 40% chance to activate the double attack. So you don't really need the double attack skill anymore. That's why instead of having the double attack here, we choose tactical pursuit. We don't want crushing impact because our Cleopatra already has this one, and since this one doesn't stack, we don't really need this one here in our Hannibal. If your third commander is going to be Cleopatra, you won't need crushing impact anymore on Hannibal. So the second skill that we picked is weak spot attack, because this one deals might damage to the enemy troop 370% again, and increase your hero's damage by 30% for 3 seconds. So every time this proc, you're going to have like 30% more damage, which is a lot if we're talking about damages here in the game. We choose the tactical pursuit because this one deals might damage of 147% and strategy damage of 147% to the enemy troop. So you are dishing both strategy and might damage to the enemy troop as what is his signature skill and commander skill is doing. So you will inflict more might and strategy damage additional to the enemy troop. So let's head to Justinian over here. So his signature skill is defensive assault. In here, recovers your troop units by 90%, strategy bonus, and reduce your troop damage taken by 15%. Now, why is reducing your troops damage taken better than like additional armor and stuff? This one's going to be just 1 second and then triggers every 3 seconds when any hero in your troop activates their secondary skill strike skills. Every time that for example your Hannibal activates their secondary skill secondary strike skills, this will take effect for 1 second. So if you can see, this one is an active skill, and then your Hannibal is a secondary
God has given to
skill
man no sharper spurs of victory.
Okay, so every time your Hannibal dish out that skill and then this skill right here, you will have a chance here, another one, you will have a chance to activate that damage reduction from the enemy troop, except for the commander skills, of course. The next skills that we have for Justinian would be your Peaceful Haven, War Tactic, and Crushing Impact. These two, War Tactic and Crushing Impact, could be interchangeable depending on your type of play. And then Peaceful Haven is really a must for Justinian since he is dishing out heals. He's dishing out heals here, recover your troop. So you will need your Peaceful Haven, since Peaceful Haven is every after a hero recovers units, reduce your troops damage taken by another 14.06%. So if you remember, The second, the signature skill of Justinian will give you 15% reduction in damage, and then this one will also give you another 14.6%. So this one is going to be like attack in the top. So it really goes down to what you prefer, because this one right here, the war tactic, deals damage to the enemy troop by staggering 229 damage or 229% damage to the enemy, and also this one will recover your troops. So if you want to be more imposing, as what I've said, I want Justinian to be like the core buffer, healer, and tank of this lineup. So I wanted war tactic instead of the crushing impact, although the crushing impact will have a bit of tankiness to it, and also will benefit Hannibal. For me, it's really the war tactic that holds me out, because I have a trial run or a test with this too, and then I lasted longer with war tactics and dished out more damage than I dished out with crushing impact right here. This is way back when I don't have any skill upgrade on war tactic. Okay, now that we're done with the Justinian, let's go to Ashoka for now. So for Ashoka right here, so his secondary or his signature skill is the Mauryan Glory. It increases your commander's, which in this case is Hannibal. It increases your commander's signature secondary strike. So as you have seen earlier, every skill of Hannibal is a secondary strike skill, and then this skill will increase your commander's secondary strike skill activation chance by 4%. So this will give activation chance percentage to your Hannibal here, and increases the damage dealt by the commander's secondary skill strike by another 20%. So this will buff skills, every skills actually, up your commander, which is the 3 skills that they have. Then if the commander activates a secondary skill strike, there is a 50% chance to enter the control immunity state for 3 seconds. So this is going to be like immunity, yeah, immunity to all control and some continuous damage effects. So this will be good for like the debuff of Shondok, which is the silence, and then also like the burn effect of the ring of scorching flame ring, and then also some skills like the rout effect of Derek and Hammurabi, and also some burn effects from conflagration from the archer army of YSS and Theodora and Shondok. Yeah, a lot of, or if some player doesn't know, Ashoka is a might hero. So he is a might hero instead of strategy, because most of the tactician cavalry
God
are
has given to
strategy hero.
man no
As you can
sharper
see,
spurt of victory
Hannibal is a
than
strategy hero,
contempt of death.
and then Justinian also is a strategy hero. Even Cleo is a strategy hero. So this one, on Ashoka's case, he is a might hero. So I will show you why this attribute overview matters, and why I am mentioning that he is a might hero and the other ones are strategy, because that will have a really big effect on the talent tree, on choosing your talents, and also choosing your gems for your armor slots. So let's go to the customizable skills first of Ashoka. We have here another weak spot attack. We already know what weak spot attack does. It deals a straight damage or might bonus damage to the enemy, and also increases your hero's damage by 20% for 3 seconds. And then what we have here is like a unique skill that you can only found in some of the heroes like Ashoka. After launching a normal attack, so every time you attack or deal damage to the enemy, deals might damage to the enemy troop, and the damage rate is 360%, might bonus, and increases your troops rage by 14%. So let's see his other custom skills and why we chose this instead of them. So we have another tactical pursuit here. Then on Act of Mercy, this one deals smite damage to the enemy troop by, let's say, 157% in the level 40 effects max, and then increase your damage by 2% up to 100% every time when the target loses 1% of its units. So this will dish out like another 100% of damage. For example, if the player is on 50% health, this will dish out another 100% of damage, which will end up at 257% damage, something like that. We opted to go for the Roar of Victory instead of this two, because Weak Spot is a no-brainer, to be honest, because it will give you additional damage boost by 20%, and then it gives a very decent chunk of damage of 247% here. And then Roar of Victory has more damage dealt, or damage infliction than this two right here. So Roar of Victory is a better choice if you are building Ashoka for your Hannibal. So let's see what Ashoka's ranks will give you. Okay, so on the rank 1 of Ashoka, the Morian Glory, this one increases your damage of secondary strike skills by another 20%. And so this will dish out another 20% of damage to all those secondary skill strikes. On the third rank, you will have increased trigger chance of Maoria's Glory control immunity effect. And then on the 5th star here, this one will increase the activation chance of your commander's signature secondary skill strike by an extra 2%. Unless you are facing an enemy that are almost the same level and has the same gears as you, and so like tiny differences or small differences in, for example, this stars will matter. If you have the luxury to 5-star any commander, any hero that you want, you are free to do this with Ashoka. But if so, that is it for my
God has given to
Hannibal
man no sharper spurs of
cavalry
victory
tactician guide
than contempt of
or
death.
lineup. Sorry. If you have any questions or any tips that you want me to do as a video, or want me to tackle on my live stream here in YouTube or in Twitch, just leave a comment down below and I will address those Q&A as much as I can and at the shortest time that I can. So if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or anything that will help to up my game and improve myself as a content creator, kindly leave those comments in the comment section down below. So for now, goodbye and see you later.